Chris here with High Seas Cruising, and I am back with another episode of what every cruiser wants, where people write in real cruise comments to let you know how you should cruise. Now, there is a trend that I have kind of been noticing in some of these comments, particularly in the comments this week, that no matter what you do for people, it's never enough. There's always more, give me more. At least that's kind of the feeling I get from some of these comments. Now, you guys, of course, will have to decide that for yourself, but it does seem like no matter what a cruise line tries to do to make the cruise experience better, in some cases, you just can't make everyone happy. And I have some examples of that for you this week. Now, I have 3 cruise comments plus a bonus cruise comment that I'm going to give to you guys this week. So let's get started with the first comment. I am seeing conflicting reports now from passengers on the Pride who are saying that the David statue is gone, but the nude artwork is still there. How has this happened? A passenger reported that a lady was going around putting sticky notes to cover up anything she didn't approve of. True? Why didn't all the explicit artwork get removed in the ship's dry dock? A question that needs answering probably by a senior Carnival official and not their sock puppet. Alright, so of course, we got to get our rude in there. You can't write a comment if you're not rude and call someone, a sock puppet. Now, the Carnival Pride did go into dry dock. They redid the steakhouse on board the Carnival Pride, and that's where the David statue was. When they redid it, they removed the David statue. So it is gone and off of the ship. But there is still artwork around the ship. And apparently it's naughty enough artwork that some lady thought going around with sticky notes and putting it over the bits and pieces she didn't like was the right thing to do because she didn't enjoy it. Obviously, no other passenger on the ship wanted to enjoy it. And I have a couple thoughts about this. Because if you go over to Europe and you visit an art museum, look at some of the statues, the history that they have over there, you're going to see some, I guess, what they would consider, risque artwork, right? So I guess they don't ever go to places like that. Then on the other hand, is the artwork any worse than what you can see up at the Lido deck by the pool? Now, I'm not talking about people should or shouldn't wear anything by the pool deck. I'm just saying, is this artwork really any worse than what you can see on a pool deck of a cruise ship? Is it really any worse than you can see at a beach, on an excursion when you're on a cruise ship? Just saying. And maybe you should just take a different cruise ship, a different cruise line, if you're not happy about the artwork that's on the Carnival Pride. But you guys let me know what you think. Should people run around with sticky notes and cover up the things they don't like? And if you're not happy with the decorations on the wall, should you write a comment letting sock puppets know that somebody important better get on this right away? You guys let me know in the comments what you think about that one. Comment number 2. Now this is about behind the scenes tours on cruise ships. Cruise ships do offer tours. It's almost like an excursion. You pay for it and you get a behind the scenes tour. You get to see places like the bridge, the theater, the galley, the main deck, the I-95 as they call it. Places where the crew goes and passengers are not allowed. But for this comment, they have a problem with the behind the scenes tour. And they're going to give some information here that I don't know where they got it from because, one, it's wrong. And then their second request is, it's so far out there, I don't know what to say. Was on Horizon last week. I had to pay for the tour of the bridge and other places. I have no idea why you charge so much money for a tour of the ship you are already on when every other cruise line company does it for free. I asked our guide for the tour that I wanted to see the crew rooms where they slept, and I was told no. What is Carnival trying to hide? Why was this not included in this tour? Everyone on the tour was saying the same thing. We're going to have to break this one down a little bit because there's a whole bunch in this one to unpack. At least I think so. So let's start off with every other cruise line does their behind the scenes tour for free. I've been on other cruise lines. I've done behind the scenes tours. They were not free. So you guys help me out here. What are the every other cruise line that does it free? Which ones are they? Because it's not Carnival, it's not Royal Caribbean. Is there one out there that does it for free? You guys are going to have to let me know, but according to them, it's everyone else does it for free and only Carnival charges. Then they're upset because they were not allowed to go into the cruise personal sleeping quarters. They were told no, and they want to know why that wasn't included. It's not like that is the cruise personal space. They have their personal things. That's the place they can go and have some personal, private time, sleep, shower, take a break, whatever the case may be. It's their personal space. So does anybody believe that maybe a tour should go through their personal room? Would you like a tour to go through your bedroom while you're sleeping? Maybe we should have a tour of this person's house where we just randomly, anytime we want, show up in their living room and just go through their house and say, but we're on a tour. Every other house offers it for free. And it must be okay with them because they thought it was okay to do it to the crew. And of course, you got to get that last line in there too. Everyone was saying the exact same thing. Why can't we go in the crew quarters and disturb them in their personal space? And I often wonder, do people think before they write in comments? Do they actually check information before they write in comments? Before they say, every cruise line does this except you. Why couldn't I go in someone's personal space? And of course, everyone agrees with me. But hey, let me throw it out there to you guys. Are there cruise lines out there who are doing behind the scenes tour for free? And should passengers be allowed to take a tour and just stroll right into a crew member's cabin because that's what they want to see? Raising the cost of your cruise, or I guess it would be an optional cost of your cruise, in order to get a chair in the adults only area. Would you be willing to pay more for that? Now, some cruise lines do that for their adult areas. We were just recently on Princess, and to get into the adult area with the really comfortable chairs, it is an extra charge. So it's not unheard of to do this, but for this person, they're suggesting that Carnival should be charging for the adult areas. So you guys have to let me know what you think about that. Hey, I have a question. Why is the Serenity area free? If you wait past 10:30 or so, you will have trouble getting a spot. Actually, maybe even earlier than that, since many people put a book, towel, sunscreen, or other items and then leave only to return and collect their items and leave again. You should charge $10 to use it. This is what the blank does. All the people I cruise with and on my roll call say the same. Charge $10. So what do you guys think? Would you be willing to pay an extra $10 to use the Serenity area or the adults only area on board a Carnival cruise ship? Would that be worth it to you if you knew you were going to be able to get a chair? Should Carnival or any cruise line just be enforcing the policy that you're not supposed to be saving chairs? If they see people go down there at 6, 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, start dropping stuff off on chairs, and then wander off and, don't come back for a while, simply collect up their stuff and take it over to a towel station or something like that so that they cannot save the chairs. But there are cruise lines that do charge for the adult only area, so you guys will have to let me know what you think. Yes, they should charge, or no, they should not, but they shouldn't also enforce the rules. Because again, like this person said, everyone, all the people they cruise with, they completely agree with them. Every one of them says the exact same thing, which I guess could be possible. Maybe they're a solo cruiser, and so everyone they cruise with is just them. But who knows? You guys let me know what you think about charging more for the Serenity area. And finally, our fourth and bonus comment. Now, the reason I'm doing a bonus comment this week is because I kind of talked about this one on the live this past Wednesday. So I figured a bonus comment would be good just for those that didn't see the live and haven't seen this comment. You go and have an opportunity to kind of weigh in on it and give your opinion on it as well. Because this here, again, is an example of someone who did no research, checked no information, and absolutely paid no attention to what was actually going on before they wrote this comment. In this link to blank, you will see how YouTube blogger blank is on a cruise in Europe. His ship has demanded that he surrender his passport for 48 hours to give to immigration in other countries. I am going on the Pride to the British Isles cruise. As an American, I will refuse to surrender my passport. It is a terrible idea to ever surrender your passport to a common carrier or anyone else. Whose requirement is this? And is there an alternative to letting my passport out of my hands? Americans have been told never to do this. Carnival needs a better plan. So this individual watched a video on YouTube, and I'll tell you exactly what video it was. It was done by Tony over at La Lita Loca. Title of the video is, They Took My Passport. I believe that was the exact title right there, where he talks about this exact situation. But this is where I'm wondering if this person ever got past the title on the video. So when you go to some places like Ireland, which is what this video was talking about, they do collect the passports. They go down and they're checked by immigration, they're stamped, and then they are returned to you. This is a requirement in Ireland. It's not a cruise line requirement, it is a country requirement. And there are places that do make this requirement. And a little research, a little information, a little fact checking, and you would know that this is what you have to do. And of course he wants to know, is there an alternative to giving them a passport? Well, yes, there is. There is an alternative in Ireland to giving them your passport. You can say, I am an American. I refuse, which is perfectly fine. But you're not getting off the ship. They will block you at the gangway and you will not disembark that vessel, period. So you will have paid to go see Ireland and you're not getting off the ship and seeing it. So I guess technically there is an alternative. You cannot follow the rules and you can face the consequences. You know, what do they say? Play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. But what honestly cracks me up the most about this comment was written into John Heald, the brand ambassador for Carnival Cruise Lines. And it was written based on a video he saw on YouTube, which was done on board Princess Cruise Lines. Now, I know Carnival Corporation owns Princess, but the brand ambassador for Carnival has nothing whatsoever to do with Princess Cruise Lines. So how exactly is Carnival supposed to do better, or the brand ambassadors supposed to do better for a cruise line he doesn't even have anything to do with? Because the actual video wasn't even done on an actual Carnival Cruise Line ship. It was done, I believe, on the Regal Princess. So that's where I kind of say, I really wonder, did you actually watch the whole video? Listen to all of the actual information? Or did you read a title, look at a thumbnail, and immediately log into Facebook and start writing some other cruise line's brand ambassador without even actually knowing what was going on? But what do you guys think? Have you ever been on a European sailing where they've had to take your passport? Have you ever had an issue with getting your passport back? Or is it really just a well-done, smooth process? They take it, they stamp it, they get it back to you. Let me know what you guys think about using your passports in foreign countries. And that's going to be our video today for what every cruiser wants. Let me know in the comments below what you think about this week's comments. Are these cruisers right? Are these cruisers wrong? Do they speak for you and me? Do they know how we want to cruise? Let me know what you think. I hope everyone out there has enjoyed today's video. If you have, do me a favor and hit that like button. If you haven't done so yet, do me a favor and hit subscribe. It is free to do so. Helps our channel grow. Let you know anytime we put out a new video. Hope everyone out there is having a really great day and a really great weekend. And like always, we will see you out on the high seas.